Good morning, evening, afternoon, and nighttime, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for another Baroya StarCraft StarCast. Actually, the sound is probably a little too high. Let me turn that down, just so you can hear my voice in all its beauty. So, today I'll be casting a ZVZ between the one and only Liquid Ret of Team Liquid and the High Master Zerg JRabbit, also known as Sick, I believe. He is a fairly high ranked master, but of course Red is the GM caliber. Although Red's ZVZ is always questionable because he's such a macro player, and ZVZ is such a volatile matchup that a lot of the games I see he makes mistakes, it seems like. You see mana coming out of both players, and we can see both players are fairly even, although I believe Ret will be going for a 10 pool based on the minerals he has right now. I'm not really an expert. Yes, there's the 10 pool on ZVZ. But it looks like JRabbit's going to be saving up a little more. I would guess 14-14 pool gas, but I could be wrong. Rhett's definitely going to be trying to put on a lot of pressure. Oh, actually, is he going for the gas trick? I think he's just going for an extractor trick. I don't think you need gas that early for this kind of build. Or maybe he is. I don't know. So it looks like JRabbit's going for the 14-14 as they call it. But I guess Red is going for the 10 gas as well. So possibly early Banelings, because I don't really think speed super quick is going to make a difference, especially once they scout each other. Although interesting, JRabbit sending over 2 overlords to the enemy base. Well, Red obviously only has 1 right now, but the other one's going to be scouting over here a little more. I actually like that a lot better because we'll be able to see the attack route by having an overlord over the watchtower. Well, this second overlord really doesn't do that much for scouting. It's just going to see everything that this overlord sees. So the Zerglings are coming out right now. JRabbit does not know they're coming. However, his pool is almost finished, so he should be able to get out. I believe this is 6 lings. Yeah, he should be able to get out 6 lings to defend, and the position is going to be advantageous for him. Although Rhett is going for speed right now with the queen on the way, so he'll be able to pump out a lot of units very quickly. And then going for 2 more lings, not sure I agree with that. He said, I mean, you're already gonna. These 6 lings are already here, and any reinforcements are going to be nullified because JRabbit's just going to be pumping out lings at home. So I don't really think you need to make additional lings. I think he should be going for more harvesters, especially with the larva and Jax pumped down. But it looks like Rhett's lings have entered the base. Good positioning. He's forcing a lot of mining time to drop, and at this point it's going to be a micro battle, 6 lings against 6 lings. But Rhett's got to get out of there fast because he knows the 8th ling is on the way. Although Rhett is rallying in more lings, so I guess he's going to try and keep up this aggression. And once speed kicks in, which is going to be 10 seconds ahead of JRabbit's, he'll be able to pump on the pressure for a very, very small timing window. Right now the harvester count is massively in JRabbit's favor though, and he has this queen in fairly good position. If he moves it forward, he might be able to block the ramp, but he's probably going to be looking to get more injects because he needs to make sure that he pumps out all the lings, considering Rhett is doing nothing but pumping lings right now. So it looks like both players are supply blocked right now, and JRabbit is actually throwing down the spine crawler defensively while he scouts with these lings for Rhett's lings, which is very smart because they're at the same speed, so JRabbit can afford to move around the map and be able to get back to base very quickly. Although now that speed is up for Rhett and JRabbit, it's going to be pretty nullified. Oh, but is he going to get the ramp block? Yes, this is a great position for JRabbit. He's going to be able to block the ramp, go into a better angle. It looks like this ramp, he should be pulling back these lings, letting the queen's tank a little more damage, but it looks like once the spine gets up and more lings come in, he should be able to defend perfectly. Oh, he might lose a couple of queens right now if he's not careful. One queen is going to go down. If Rhett's smart, he will target fire the other queen. I think it's going to be advantageous for him to sack all these lings to get that queen though. Although JRabbit only has 7 lings to Rhett's 18, so if he just aim moves, he should be able to get this queen. He'll get the queen, he'll get the lings, and possibly a few drone kills. Although, with more lings coming out, Rhett's got to be very careful. You see, it's still 15-10 drones in JRabbit's favor, but with more lings streaming in for Rhett, this could very easily go the wrong way. You see, JRabbit is afraid to lift up this spine crawler because if he does, then these lings will just run in and ravage anything that's left of JRabbit's defensives. But it looks like the Baneling is coming down. Brett is getting a few good drone kills here. It's very good position with the spine crawler coming down right now. I believe that killed I killed around 4 lings or 4 drones, excuse me. So red is able to drone up behind this and take the lead in harvesters. He does not have a Baneling nest on the way, but he did scout JRabbit's Baneling nest. Oh, but JRabbit actually cancels, and I expect a Roachwarren to come down after this. But Ret is going to scout it, and he will see the Roachwarren if he's clicking up fast. I believe he did see it at least. I just don't know whether he clicked on it. And Ret is going for Banelings in turn, so I don't believe he saw this Roachwarren. And I think he's trying to go defensive Banelings against JRabbit's Banelings. But these Lings are hidden in a good position, and if JRabbit moves out at the wrong time, these Banelings will be able to slip in and do massive economic damage. So the drone counts right now are starting to even up. Looks like JRabbit is going for an expand since he knows he's behind right now and needs to get that economic advantage as quickly as possible. I'd like to see Ret move in this Overlord just to scout it. As you can see, Ret's Overlord vision is very good for making sure nothing's going to slip by into his base. Well, conversely, JRabbit is going to have the same thing. He has one Overlord watching the... Oh, I'm moving away from the ramp. I don't agree with that. But he does have an Overlord in the middle and an Overlord outside his ramp checking. But he still does not know about these Banelings from Ret, which could slip by if he's not careful, especially with the spine out of position and this queen not blocking the ramp. Ret is going to be able to scout this base, and I don't believe he's going to lose the queen, but he'll know from that creep spread. Actually, yeah, he's going to just double check. I would assume there would be a base, but he can never be sure. He is going to lose this Overlord though, as he's not careful, the queen might be able to see these Banelings if he goes out too far. Now we do see 3 roaches on the way from JRabbit, and meanwhile Ret is making defensive Baneling. Yes, he is making a defensive Baneling. Although these Lings are going to slip in and get a full scout of everything, possibly do a little economic damage, but I believe they're going to all be cleaned up. Meanwhile, I'd love to see Ret move in these Banelings right now while he's not paying attention. Although the roaches have a good block on the ramp, and it looks like with the spine crawl up, they're not going to be doing anything of import. While Ret throws down his own expansion and drones up behind it. This drone... What are you doing, little drone? I think he's going to make a Roachwarren. I would expect a Roachwarren, yes. Because you can't really counter roaches, or you can't counter roaches with Banelings and Speedlings. You need to get your own roaches, and then possibly Infestors. Mutas are an option, but it's more of a rare option. It looks like JRabbit is going to move out, but Ret is going to see this, and I'm still waiting for these Banelings to move in. But you don't want to be overzealous, but there they go. I believe JRabbit can see the Banelings. Yes, he does, and the queen should be able to clean these up if he's paying attention. He should leave this one roach. Yes, he leaves this one roach behind. Well, he moves the rest of his roaches out. Looks like Ret his 10 Lings on the way. Well, JRabbit is going to scout this expansion. And if he's not careful, he could lose this expansion to these roaches, because he has nothing right now to defend these roaches. Meanwhile, I believe these Banelings were cleaned up, so no real damage done there. Meanwhile, the roaches are streaming into the main. Oh, he's going to get a few good Baneling hits. And Banelings aren't the best against roaches, but they still do a fair amount of damage. Enough that Lings can clean it up if you let them run free. So it looks like JRabbit's going to engage into the spines. I don't necessarily agree with this. He should get the free hatchery, but it looks like he's going to get one spine and clean up these Lings, I believe. Yes, he should be able to clean up these Lings while he has Lings streaming in on his own. I think he's going to go for the second spine. He looks like he's going to be able to get a queen. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is going to get it. No transfuse energy, which means this other spine will go down, and JRabbit is going to keep pouring on the hurt. And these Lings are going to be able to outnumber Ret's Lings, although he has a couple Banelings. Banelings, yes, good detonation. That's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, JRabbit's not paying attention because lose more Lings, but it looks like Ret is forced to pull drones to defend. These roaches are doing massive amounts of damage. They're getting a lot of drone kills. I believe Ret is down to... Yes, Ret is hemorrhaging drones right now, and with more Lings streaming in, I believe JRabbit should be able to take its massive economic advantage, if not win right here. JRabbit should be focusing on these red drones. He can really get a lot more drone kills if he's paying attention, but it looks like he's trying to kite more than anything. And actually looks like Ret is able to hold, although he is down to only 10 drones. It's not really great, and he doesn't have enough minerals to even make more drones. And I think with these Lings pouring in right now, JRabbit should be able to secure the game. He will definitely be able to pick off this hatchery, and with 32 drones to 10, although this one Baneling can work one, no, he looks like he's going to pull back. Very smart play. Because he doesn't need the win right now. He's basically already won, just needs to sit back and wait and not let this Baneling... so close. Oh, looks like JRabbit is making a smart decision, sending one Ling at a time to snipe off this Baneling, but Rhett's micro is good enough to hold that off. It looks like back at home, JRabbit is pulling his drones. I don't necessarily agree with this. I think he's worried about Banelings, but he should just know that 2 roaches are going to destroy all the Banelings left. Although, nah, he is forced to make a lot of Banelings right now. Looks like he's going back to mining. These roaches should probably be spread out a little more. I think you can block the ramp completely with 5 roaches. But it looks like Red is preparing to move in right now. And with this spine in the background, oh, he's got to be careful, got to be careful. These Banelings could do a lot of damage. It looks like a group of Banelings is going into the main, but if he's paying attention, he should be able to pull his drone, split the drone, split the drone, split the drone. Not the worst, but not the best. Loses about 5 drones there, but it's still 28 to 12, and yes, Red is forced to GG. And that will do it for this cast. I hope you enjoyed yourself. See ya.